Continuing with the listening notes, we're going to focus on the worksheets that you see right here on the screen. As we've discussed before, listening is quite important, and we're going to start talking about different distractions that happen. So let's watch this clip.
First there was PlayStation, aka PS1. Then there's PS2, PS3, and now PS4.
In this clip, you're going to see that Amy is doing what we call passive listening, where she's not actively taking part in the conversation, and you can see how Sheldon responds to that type of listening.
Makes sense. You'd think after Xbox, there'd be Xbox 2. But no. Next came Xbox 360. And now, after 360, comes Xbox One. Why one? Maybe that's how many seconds of thought they put into naming it.
Can you get the butter, please?
However, with the Xbox One, I can control my entire entertainment system using voice commands. Up until now, I've had to use Leonard.
Then get the other one. Pass the butter.
Hang on. I don't feel like you're taking this dilemma seriously.
Fine, Sheldon. You have my undivided attention.
And now we're going to see the switch as Amy goes from passive listening to active listening. And you're going to see, instead of ignoring and focusing on what she wants, she's going to provide feedback, she's going to be attentive, and she's going to strive to understand what Sheldon is saying.
Okay, now, the PS4 is more angular and sleek looking.
No way!
It's true. But the larger size of the Xbox One may keep it from overheating.
Well, you wouldn't want your gaming system to overheat?
No, see, well, you absolutely would not. And furthermore, the Xbox One now comes with a Kinect included.
Included?
Yes. Not sold separately. Although the PS4 uses cool new GDDR5 RAM, while the Xbox One is still using the conventional DDR3 memory.
Why would they still be using DDR3? Are they nuts?
See, that's what I thought. But then they go and throw in an ES RAM buffer.
Whoa, wait a second. Who's they?
The Xbox.
You're kidding!
No, I am not. And this ES RAM buffer should totally bridge the 100 gigabit per second bandwidth gap between the two RAM types.
This is a nightmare. How will you ever make a decision?
See, I don't know. What should I do?
Please pass the butter!
So as you can see, neither one of the characters actually was very good at listening. The problem was that each of them had a separate need that the other was not fulfilling. So the message was not getting from sender to receiver because of something known as noise. And in the notes, you have two different types, internal and external noise, which is also just a different way to describe distractions. In addition, barriers block listening and understanding as well. And so as we look at the next clip from Inside Out, you're going to see that different things such as your attitude, your bias, your feelings, and even being tired can impact the way that you listen to other people.
So, as it turns out, the green trash can is not recycling. It's for greens, like compost and eggshells. And the blue one is recycling. And the black one
Riley
is
is acting so weird. Why is she acting so weird?
What do you expect? All the islands are down.
Joy would know what to do.
That's it. Until she gets back, we just do what Joy would do.
Great idea. Anger, fear, disgust. How are we supposed to be happy?
Hey, Riley, I've got good news. I found a junior hockey league right here in San Francisco, and get this, tryouts are tomorrow after school. What luck, right?
Hockey.
Uh-oh, what do we do?
Guys, here, you pretend to be Joy.
Won't it be great to be back out on the ice?
Oh yeah, that sounds fantastic.
What was that? That wasn't anything like Joy.
Because I'm not Joy?
Yeah, no kidding.
Did you guys pick up on that?
Sure did.
Something's wrong.
Should we ask her?
Let's probe, but keep it subtle so she doesn't notice.
So, how was the first day of school?
She's probing us.
I'm done. You pretend to be Joy.
What? Okay,
It was fine, I guess. I don't know. Oh, very smooth. That was just like Joy.
Something is definitely going on.
She's never acted like this before. What should we do? We're gonna find out what's happening, but we'll need support. Signal the husband.
Ahem.
With a nice pass over to Reed, comes across that right.
Uh-oh, she's looking at us. What did she say?
What? Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
Is it garbage night? We left the toilet seat up. What? What is it, woman? What?
He's making that stupid face again.
I could strangle him right now.
Signal him again.
Ah, so, Riley, how was school?
Gotta be kidding me.
For this, we gave up that Brazilian helicopter pilot?
Boo! I'll be Joy.
School was great, all right?
Riley, is everything okay?
Sir, she just rolled her eyes at us.
What is her deal? All right, make a show of force. I don't want to have to put the foot down.
No, not the foot.
Riley, I do not like this new attitude.
Oh, I'll show you attitude, okay? No. Stay happy!
What is your problem? Just leave me alone.
Sir, reporting high levels of sass.
Take it to DEFCON 2.
You heard that, gentlemen? DEFCON 2.
Listen, young lady, I don't know where this disrespectful attitude came from.
You want a piece of this, Pops? Come and get it!
Yeah, well...
Here it comes. Prepare the foot.
Keys to safety position. Ready to launch on your command, sir.
Just shut up!
Fire!
That's it. Go to your room. Now.
Foot is down. The foot is down.
Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster.
Well, that was a disaster.
Come, fly with me, Gachinya.
In that video, you saw several different types of memory. We're going to talk about 3 different types. The very first is going to be immediate, which is recalling information for a brief period of time. It's also known as short-term memory. And it's so the immediate memory for new information, and it lasts about 20 to 30 seconds. The second type of memory is known as short-term memory or working memory. This allows us to recall information for carrying out routine or daily tasks. It's the ability to temporarily hold and manipulate information for cognitive tasks performed in daily life. And that last bit is going to be the most important, the fact that it's allowing you to perform those everyday daily life activities. Your working memory holds information for only a few seconds because it is temporary, so you're probably not going to be able to remember some of those things that happen. Your working memory can only hold between 5 and 7 things at a time because it has such a small capacity. And your working memory holds and manipulates information. So it does allow you to use information that's happening now and store it for long-term use. It's just you're not going to be able to keep everything. And then finally, this is going to be a reflection of your own intellectual abilities. And in this article from the Scientific American by Alex Burmester, you see specifically where it says, when you need to remember a phone number, a shopping list, or a set of instructions, you rely on what psychologists and neuroscientists refer to as working memory. It's for things that you need in the present, but not 20 years from now. The third and final type of memory that we're going to discuss is long-term. That's recalling information from your past experiences. As you've already seen in the videos that we've dissected, we've talked about active and passive listening. The one that we have not talked about is impatient listening. That's the short bursts of active listening that are interrupted by noise and other distractions. We'll discuss active and passive a little bit more in depth because those are the ones that you are going to encounter the most. So first, we're going to discuss what passive is. Passive is listening without paying attention, and your notes say that it's not actively participating in their interactions. Whereas active is engaging, focusing, and interacting. It's also known as fully participating in the communication process. And now, the techniques for active listening. The strategy is going to be to apply what you hear to yourself. Some examples of that would be to relate the information to your personal experience, to use your own knowledge to understand new information, and then to imagine using the information in the future. The second strategy is to think as you listen. So you can do that by summarizing throughout the presentation to yourself so that you can keep an active role in listening to what they're saying. Next is using association. So you can picture things in your mind, you can try to see it, or you can try to use a mnemonic device, a rhyme or acronym, or other wordplay for you to remember. You can also take notes, but remember, you're not going to write down every word. Instead, you probably need to paraphrase. I'm going to end with 2 clips. One's from Everyone Loves Raymond. It's going to show active listening. And then finally, one from The Office that shows you how not to employ any of these things that we've talked about today, unless you want to look like an absolute weirdo. As you can see in that clip, employing the different strategies for properly listening to people allows you to see what's actually happening and avoid misunderstandings and fights that don't have to happen. I've used The Office before. You know that I love it. as a perfect example how if you take these strategies and you go overboard, it's going to do the opposite. Instead of helping you become a better listener and helping the communication process occur better, it's going to damage it. The same exact way if you go over the top, like Amy did in the very first clip, with your questions, it's going to do the exact opposite of what you want it to do. And so all of these strategies are going to be subtle. You're going to take the information that you learned today, you're going to take the strategies that you learned today, you're going to become a better listener, you're going to beef up the back end of the communication model, and you're going to help the communication in every aspect of your life become that much better. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I miss you all.